G'day Vanfam, welcome back to another video. This week we're making our way into the world famous Kakadu National Park.
Wow, I've seen 12 crocodiles.
And that's the ones you can see. Think of all the ones you can't.
That's insane. Look at this guy. They're not little crocodiles either.
Holy. He's a big guy. Look at him. Wow.
I like this. Wear sturdy shoes. Sturdy shoes.
I'm dressed for DK. You dressed for a hike?
This place certainly gets some mixed reviews. Some of them are good, a lot of them aren't. And the term Kaka-DON'T gets thrown out there maybe a little bit too much. So we're going to go in and investigate for ourselves and see if Kakadu is worth visiting.
Good morning, Vanfam.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another video. We are out in Jabiru, Kakadu. I love the sound of that. It just sounds so exotic, doesn't it?
And we're trying to keep some fitness in our lives since we've left work, because we were in Darwin for 106 days.
106
We
days.
stopped for work.
We've just left.
And it doesn't feel like it was 106 days. I think the last few days felt manic, as you do when you're leaving somewhere, because you're like,
oh my god, I've got all this stuff to do and I didn't have enough time to do it.
Which I think is hilarious. And I've got dug out my shirt from 4 years ago.
I said to Mel, I went to the bathroom before we come out for a walk. I came back and she was dressed and I said, I don't reckon you're like a new wife. What is this?
I haven't worn a t-shirt in 4 years. Which is so bizarre.
I don't know why you didn't just go for a walk in your dress, but anyway, it's interesting.
Well, because, you know, I've got to wear my combat boots.
But guys, we thought on our way out of Darwin and on our way out of the NT, we would come out and check out Kakadu National Park.
Or Kaka-DON'T, which people told us to not come.
Yeah, we've heard from a lot of people that they did not like Kakadu and don't go to Kakadu. It's not very good.
It's not worth it.
There's a few reasons why people bag on Kakadu.
And was it drones? No drones?
Yeah, so like you can't get a permit. There's no drone flying out here, which for me as a creator is a bit disappointing.
Well, even as a person, like being able to chuck the drone up to see like the top of a rock formation would be cool.
It is frustrating because all the advertising for Kakadu comes from drone footage. But anyway, it's more expensive to be out here. You need a park permit to be out here, and it's $100 for a week out here, whereas all the other national parks in the NT are $75 for 2 weeks, excluding Uluru, which is also more expensive. But yeah, so there's the vast distances for seeing anything at all. So like some of the waterfalls are 100 kilometers of off-road track just to check out a waterfall. So there's huge distances to get to see things, unlike Litchfield, where we were just driving 20 kilometers and we were going to the next cool waterfall.
Well, 5 kilometers to the next one after that.
So there's those reasons. We're really late in the season, unfortunately. So it's like a little bit like a Goldilocks National Park. You have to come here when it's just right. We had some friends that came out here early in the season and they couldn't go and see anything because nothing had opened up.
Because they hadn't finished their surveys, or it just wasn't open yet. So they came out and did 2 things and that was it.
For us, we're now late in the season and a lot of the waterfalls have dried up. So there's not really much point in us doing these 100 kilometer tracks out to see a dried up waterfall. So you've got all those reasons, but like, we just thought, let's go and see it for ourselves, because
let's make a decision and
make our own decision instead of just basing it on what other people have told us. So we thought we'd come out and check it out for ourselves. So we came out, we chose to stay out here in the caravan park because the reviews for the national parks camping out where we are at the moment are not very good.
No.
So yeah, so we're here in the caravan park. It's not too bad. It's quite a nice park, and it's only $54 a night.
54 for us.
And that's including paying for the 2 kids, so even with the parent tax, it's pretty reasonable.
Pretty reasonable. There's a pool, powered sites, bit of grass.
And we don't mind having the power when it's this hot. But yeah, we came out this way because the first couple of things that we wanted to come out and see in Kakadu is the famous Cahills Crossing.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
And Ubirr Lookout. So yeah, guys, we will catch you out at Cahills, and hopefully we'll go and see some crocodiles. Cahills Crossing car park. No unauthorized vehicles beyond this point. You would require a permit. Let's go see if we can spot some crocodiles. It looks like they've put in viewing platforms now, so we can either go to a downstream platform or an upstream platform. And there's a sign that tells you not to swim.
Obvious.
You'd think it would go without saying, but anyway, let's go check it out. Oh wow. Wow, there's 3 right there.
Holy heck.
Oh my goodness, look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Look how many there are.
Definitely not disappointing. There's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, I've seen 12 crocodiles. Just
And that's the ones you can see. Think of all the ones you can't.
That's insane. Look at this guy. They're not little crocodiles either.
Holy. He's a big guy. Look at him. Wow.
So this is the famous Cahills Crossing, the spot where people run the gauntlet, driving over a causeway that crosses the East Alligator River to access Arnhem Land. To make the crossing, you'll need a permit, and because this river's tidal, the water is a mix of fresh and salt water. Not exactly ideal for your vehicle. Between that and the fact that there are multiple man-eating saltwater crocodiles lurking just off the causeway, we decided to admire it all from the safety of the viewing platform rather than driving over the crossing ourselves. We did hear from a ranger that around 5 to 15 vehicles end up being washed off the causeway every year. I can only imagine how bloody terrifying that would be. Seeing so many crocodiles in one place is what makes this place special. Normally, crocodiles are solitary and territorial creatures, but here at Cahills Crossing, schools of fish get funneled through this narrow section of the river, and it turns into a feeding frenzy. The crocs gather in big numbers, lining up shoulder to shoulder, waiting for the current to deliver their next meal. It's one of the few places in Australia where you can see so many massive crocs in one spot. We spent over an hour here completely captivated, part awe, part morbid fascination, watching these prehistoric predators in their natural environment. We actually came back several times while staying in Jabiru because honestly, this was just the most entertaining thing we could do while we were out this way. Hot tip, pack some insect repellent. We forgot on our first visit and ended up feeding the mosquitoes. But hey, I'm glad we were only feeding the mosquitoes and not the crocs.
So Kaylee, first impressions, what do you think of all the crocodiles at the crossing?
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
They're like they could eat you very, 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 very easily. And they really eat very, very, very easily.
Well, that did not disappoint. Cahills Crossing.
I can't believe it. Like watching them just pop up and disappear.
I thought we might come out here and be disappointed and maybe see one crocodile in an hour, but there's so many crocodiles. It's
And
insane.
You have to think about all the ones you can't see as well because the water is so like brown and it's just, yeah, it's totally worth it, guys.
We just got a hot tip from somebody with a really big camera, and she told us that if we come back tomorrow at high tide, which is at 12:30, there'll be a lot more. So we might be popping back for another Bo Peep, I think. But I got to say, Cahills Crossing didn't disappoint. I was really happy with that.
So happy we got to chip that off the bucket list and just see these like ancient dinosaurs in the wild,
I got some-
in their habitat.
I got some pretty up close and awesome footage of crocs in the wild, which I'm pretty stoked about. From here, guys, Ubirr Lookout is pretty close by, so we're going to hop up and check out the rock art on the way up to Ubirr Lookout and have a look at Ubirr Lookout. So let's go and check it out. You ready to get sweaty?
Sure am, always.
Well, we're here for activity number 2. Mel thinks it's hilarious. We come to Ubirr Lookout. I like this. What is it? Wear sturdy shoes. Sturdy shoes.
I'm dressed for the occasion, dressed for a hike.
My kids do this stuff in Crocs. In Crocs, ain't that right, Owen?
Yes.
Crocs.
Nothing in Crocs, by the way.
Ready to go check out some rock art? Well, we've just made it to the main rock art gallery. And it's saying,
Tasmania here.
yeah, they're saying that it's a clue to the past that there was once Tasmanian tigers here.
Probably like Tasmania.
There's a bit of art up there. I'll show it with the good camera. But it looks like a Tasmanian tiger. So they haven't been here on the mainland for about 4,000 years. So obviously this image is from beyond 4,000 years ago.
Hunted to extinction, same as Tasmania, I guess, but it's interesting.
Hunted. You don't know that it was hunted to extinction.
Oh, come on.
Well, this is the best looking rock art we've ever come across, I would have to say. It's so detailed. They call it X-ray art because you can see the skeletons and the internal organs. And I like the idea in the story. They said that the hunters would catch big fish and then they would come and they would put them up here if they were particularly proud of it. So it's like a guy holding up a fish pick. They're fish picks.
They're fish picks. It's interesting to see all the different art from around Australia. And obviously because there's so many different tribes that, you know, maybe they're just like, yep, you're the best artist, you can do all the rock art.
So Kaylee would have been up there doing all the rock art for the Svetos if it was Svetos rock art.
Yeah. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool little thing to stop at along the way. It's very interesting. Definitely come out to Ubirr Lookout. This is Ubirr Rock Art, and now we're going up to, what's it called? Nada? Do you know the name of the lookout?
Look, I'm not going to butcher it.
Nada?
Nada. It's
I'm not
like
sure.
Nab.
Look, there's a rock wallaby up there.
Yeah, there is too. And Kaylee spotted a rock wallaby. Anyway, we are off to see a lookout. There you go. The lookout is stunning, is it not?
It is amazing. Turns out you can do the walk in thongs.
Yep. Turns out it can be done in thongs. I feel like we're up on Pride Rock. Like, I just kind of want to hold Owen out the edge and be like everything the light touches, son, is yours.
But it's not.
Only it's not. No, it is stunning. I actually was worried that it was going to be all dry and brown because we're so late in the season. So I'm not sure how it stays green. Or if they've just had some rain recently, but it just looks so picturesque.
Yeah, amazing.
It's definitely bucket list stuff. We've got some pretty cool photos to go on the wall, so pretty happy with that. Not much left to do now, but chill out here and watch that sun go down.
Well, we've just done our biannual drive in the dark. Something about living in a caravan is you never drive in the dark.
It's
we just have to
pretty
drive
crazy
back.
to think.
It's 40 k's back from Cahills Crossing back to here, which is where we were. So
Yeah.
quite a long drive in the dark too.
It is, and it was a bit windy as well, so I was like looking around
Eyes
every corner.
peeled because it's a national park. You're worried about animals, but we made it home safely. That's the thing about Kakadu. It's just such a big national park. Everything is so far away. In fact,
what is it, 100 k's to
the next thing that I want to do for us is over 100 kilometers away. So we're actually not going to go from here. We won't pick the cameras up again until we move to our next camp and we
Go from there.
And we stop off along the way to do this activity because, yeah, it's just such a massive national park with such huge distances between everything. But I do have to say that I was like really impressed with Cahills Crossing.
Oh my gosh, it's a bucket list activity for a reason. I can't believe how many crocodiles we saw, and just watching them like disappear.
I was like really nervous that we might not even see a crocodile or any one. There was so many crocodiles.
I'm excited to like go back again at a different time, and you know, just
yeah.
see.
So we got the hot tip to go back at high tide, so we're going to do that whilst we're sitting around here for the next couple of days and check it out a few more times. But speaking of crocodile, when I went shopping today, when I went shopping to prepare for our little bit of tripping, I saw at the butcher crocodile rissoles. Crocodile rissoles. So we are all going to taste test crocodile rissoles for the first time. This is the first time any of us have ever tried crocodile. So grab a chunk of crocodile on your fork, family. Yeah, let's give a bit of crocodile a review. Ready?
Snap,
3,
snap.
2, 1, go.
I like it.
It's
Tastes
quite
like
tasty.
a beef bristle, except salty.
It's chicken. It tastes like chicken.
It tastes saltier though. Like it tastes
You think?
grainy.
Tastes salty, yeah.
It's a little bit not quite as nice as chicken, but like similar to chicken.
Yeah, it tastes salty.
I still
I
think
got
the
it back
best
up.
risole I've had on the road so far is emu risole.
Yeah, parachilna. That was pretty good. I did do a backup plan risole in case we didn't like the crocodile risole. But there you guys. All right, guys, we're going to put the camera away for now, and we'll see you guys when we move on to a new camp. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's it. We're going to be unplugged for the next week or so, and I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm a little bit nervous because it's hot. It's going to be really hot. Forecast is between 38 and 40 degrees for the next few days, and we've got about a week of off-grid camping planned. So definitely going to be a challenge on the power system in the van because that fridge is going to work really hard trying to keep things cool. Not to mention there'll be no more air conditioning for us to sleep comfortably at night, but that's what happens when you travel out of season. It's starting to warm up here in the top end, and that's why we got to get out of here. So we're going to hitch up and get out of here and check out one last thing here in Kakadu.
Well, goodbye creature comforts at the caravan park. Goodbye sleeping in not sweat.
Goodbye air conditioning.
But when we did plan this out, we had a plan to go stay at Gunlam Falls campground.
It's just opened, and yeah, it's been closed for several years, and you can camp out there right next to the falls, which would have been really nice.
But unfortunately, while we've been out here, we've been told that the pool you can swim in is now green because it's kind of stopped flowing. There's a crocodile in the bottom pool, so you can't swim there anyway. So that's a bit of a bummer. So what we are going to do is head out to, what's it called? Maguk, which is still flowing and
hopefully.
apparently beautiful. So we can go for a swim.
Yeah, where we'll kind of like wait the heat of the day out there.
And then head towards a free camp. Roadside stop whenever we can find, which will be exciting because we haven't done one for a while.
But we'll be pushing out of the national park today and continuing south, trying to
Escape the heat.
Yeah, catch up to the right seasons. Alrighty guys, we made it to the turn off to Maguk. Now, we've been doing a little bit of reviewing of this road on the way out here, and apparently it gets a bit soft and sandy and quite corrugated, so we're going to air down. Now guys, I did recently do a video talking about tyre pressures, and a question that came up a lot was, what tyre pressures do I run when we're doing this sort of driving, when you're doing off-road stuff? And the truth is, there's no hard, fast rule as to what tyre pressure to go to. It depends on the conditions of the road. So the slower you're going and the worse the road is, the lower you're going to drop your pressures. And we've learned from our mistakes, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
We will be taking the time to air down so we don't do any damage on this track out there. It's only 10 k's, but I don't want to risk it because according to the reports, it's quite a rough road. So because this road is quite rough, I'm going to be dropping down to 25 in the front I'm going to do 30 in the rear of the car, and I'm going to do 40 in the van's tyres. So you still just keep your tyre pressures relative to how much weight they're carrying. That's why the front tyres carry the least amount of weight for us, so they go down a lot more than the rear tyres, which will go down in the middle because they carry a middle amount of weight, and the van tyres are carrying the most weight. But that's it. Yeah, use our little deflators. You can grab them on our website if you want them, to drop our tyre pressures down, and then we'll get out there. Darling, you're going to give us a demonstration as to just how easy these are to use, are you?
I've never put one on before.
You've never used them before. It's not hard. You just pull it in like that. No way, that's supposed to happen. And that's it. And they will then just deflate. Now you run around and put the other ones on, and it's that easy.
Easy as.
Okay.
And that was easy as pie.
Yeah, did you find
Glad
that
I could
easy
help.
enough?
Yeah, that was easy enough.
I got to set it for her, but otherwise it's that simple. So yeah, we've dropped down to 25 in the front, 30 in the rear, 40 in the van. Now, I am expecting to be going quite a bit slower on this track. I don't think we'll be going over 40 or 50 k's an hour. If this was just a lightly corrugated road and we were going to be traveling at 80 k's an hour,
Or if we just had the car.
I'd be running at higher pressures. But yeah, so the answer to the question is there isn't a rule. You just drop to the conditions. If this track gets a lot worse, I could go even lower than this to smooth out the ride. So it really depends on the conditions. If we were in really soft sand, you'd be dropping a lot lower, but then you would only be driving at a maximum of 10, 15 k's an hour. So it really comes down to the pace that you're going to be traveling and the conditions of the road. Shall we see how bad this gets now?
We shall.
I can feel a few corrugations already.
I wish I wore a bra today for all these corrugations.
You know what it makes me wonder? What are they spending all this parks money on? It's certainly not grading the roads, is it? How's it look, Carl? Not too bad.
Oh no!
What's oh no?
Computer cupboard open.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, good thing I would have landed on a nice soft bed.
Look at this. My Lego plant lost his face.
Yeah. She was a pretty... She was a bit of a rough road in, guys, not gonna lie. That was quite rough. But we're gonna make the most of it and spend the majority of the day here to ride out the heat of this day. Because she's getting up to, I think we've already said, 37 to 40 degrees. It's gonna be a hot one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah, so we're gonna pack ourselves a bit of a day pack, some lunch. We're gonna go in and find the waterfalls and plunge pool and have ourselves a nice dip, and that's where we'll chill out for the day. Lock her up, darling. Now, we're all packed for a day trip. We've got picnic food, sandwiches, watermelon, drinks, towels, pool noodles, children, swimmers, another child. We go and see what Maguk has in store for us. As you can probably see behind us, it looks quite busy. A lot busier than I might have expected for out here, but I have a feeling or a suspicion that it's busier than normal because this is one of the few places left that's still got water in it. 2 kilometers return through monsoon forest to a plunge pool. Please let there be a plunge pool. You see this fencing? I suspect this fencing right here is actually like a shield to keep you safe from a crocodile attack.
Really? It's
I don't think you're going to fall in. There's no fencing here, but here where the water bit is, there's a fence. And I reckon that's,
because of it.
you don't feel safer.
It makes you feel wet.
No, I think that this stuff here is probably like a little bit of a barrier to prevent a potential croc attack. Although look at that spot there. I mean, that looks about as crocky as it gets. Doesn't that
Looks
just
beautiful.
look like Kakadu, doesn't it? Or
It
like,
does. The
you know,
colours, so
tropical
pretty.
north, the colours of it. Of course, you can't get closer than a metre. But it's pretty cool
It's pretty cool.
so far. Impressed
So
by
far,
the
so
walk.
good.
Look, it just, I pan around and you can get more of this beautiful coloured river system. Bet you there'd be some barramundi in there. Not barramundi, at least sooty grunter. Look. Look. Oh, there you go, archerfish.
So this their due diligence, they're just covering it.
It's
so-
just a warning. It says estuarine saltwater crocodiles are known to enter this area undetected at any time. They are extremely aggressive. Attacks can cause injury or death. Enter the water at your own risk. There you go. We told you. Now go have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll judge by how many people are in there and see what our odds are, hey?
The odds, mate. May the odds be ever in your favour.
Fun little creek crossing, isn't it?
The sign back there is like,
The visibility is pretty good. I think you're right.
our balance must be getting better, love.
You reckon?
No.
I just like it. It's just such a unique environment. Looking forward to getting my whole body in the water, that's for sure. Right, we made it. The magic Maguk Falls. Bit of a treacherous old walk down, wasn't it not?
Oh, it's not made for me, honestly. It felt like 20 times.
I actually took a slip down the rocks whilst holding the camera, and I was desperately trying to save the camera, which I managed to do. But yeah, she's not a walk for the faint-hearted. It was hot. Swim time.
I think they love chippies over bread.
Well, that was Maguk plunge pool. What did you think of that, Darla?
It was worth the walk in, you know, the rocky, crinkly walk in.
I'm trying to be very careful I don't fall over here.
As with all these beautiful places where they've got a bit of a walk in, at the very end there's like nowhere to sit, nowhere to chill out and just enjoy the view, kind of all crammed in there.
Yeah. Plus it kind of started getting quite busy in there with a whole bunch of loud, noisy tourists, so we thought we'd duck out and come out.
Aren't we tourists?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a tourist, it was just too noisy and we didn't feel comfortable bringing the camera out, so we ducked back out to one of these little pools on the way out, which when we were coming in, these were all full sun, but now that sun's started to move a little bit in the sky, there's a bit of shade here, so we're going to chill out here for a little bit longer. I liked it. Maguk was awesome. It was a very, very cool swimming hole. It was so deep.
It was so deep. I think if we turn up there and we're the only ones there, we would have waited till someone else came in before we hopped in.
Yeah.
It felt like very isolated. And
Plenty of places for a croc to hide down there. I was diving down and I couldn't see the bottom. I have no idea how deep it is. Let's just say it's really deep. So good for jumping off the cliff edge anyway. But yeah guys, this is a pretty magic spot and we've still got a bit of heat in the day to wait out. So I guess this is going to be us. We'll chill here for another hour or so before we head back to the car.
And then we're going to do the process of, just higher inflation and finding a roadside stop.
Yeah, go and find somewhere on the side of the road to sleep. Yay!
Man life, it's amazing.
We're back at it.
We've had a little bit of a disaster, haven't we, darling?
I wouldn't call it a disaster.
More like an inconvenience.
Yeah.
It's always something.
It's hot. It's so hot. We were airing up and the hose on our compressor has melted. I've been able to air up all my tyres before without issue, but when you're trying to do it in 37 degrees temperatures, things get really hot. So hopefully it's not too hard to just get this back on and seal it back up. I think it's going to be easy enough. tighten it back up. We should be away. We only got 2 tyres left and they don't need a lot of air. 1.5 tyres left really. We'll be on our way and we will well and truly be breaking the golden rule.
Arriving at 7:15 p.m.
Probably in the dark, I reckon. I don't really have anything easy for dinner planned.
Train smash it is.
Probably should have left a little bit earlier, but I was enjoying myself too much.
Good thing it's school holidays and we don't have to worry about much tomorrow. Not too bad then. Good job, honey.
You're welcome. Hi, where's the camera on me?
All ship shape?
Yeah, we're good to go. I love the way you're like, oh, it's a disaster. It wasn't that bad.
Well,
The only thing that's bad is it cost us another 15 minutes and it's going to be very late when we arrive into camp.
Well, last time it happened, it was a disaster. We had to find some people to help us. And we're at that time of day where everyone's gone home. So well done, honey. You fixed it.
Yeah, I'm becoming quite the resilient person these days, aren't I?
You are. I'm so impressed. Also love that you have like a multi-tool in the door. That's always helpful.
Yeah, I do love my little Leatherman. Where'd you put it? This is Leatherman. I'll have this forever. This is a forever tool. Alright, well, let's see if we can get to camp before the sun goes down.
Very, very hazy.
Is this the, I think this is the National Park entry. We are officially out of the National Park. Oh, that's a nice spot for a photo. Shame it's way too late to do anything like that.
Yeah, a bit late in the night. We are in Victoria Dolby region.
And she's getting very smoky.
There's some fire.
There it is, there's the flames. You can still see it's on fire.
So no one even out here checking on it. It's just like been let go.
That's how they roll out this way. Wow, it's like being in an apocalypse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. It's like going through a movie scene where you're like,
It's very, yeah.
you're waiting for the headless horseman to jump out or something.
It doesn't feel real. It's like dusk. The whole earth is a cloud of smoke.
Everything's black.
I love it. It's awesome. Well, I think we may have broken a record for our latest arrival to camp ever. Pro tip. Don't arrive to a free camp that you have no idea what's going on in the dark. Because we had a hard time finding the joint. But we're here. We found somewhere.
Made it. We literally just like, the road ended and we just drove forward and there's like a little fire pit which would have been lovely to
Yeah,
cook on
speaking of fire pits, my plan was to cook up, have a fire. I was going to do a nice cook up, but that's all out the window now. So we're making noodles for the kids. Owen's helping, and Mum and Dad, we're probably going to have cheese and wine.
It's just one of those days.
It's just hilarious. I've just jumped up on my phone and had a look, and it looks like the temperature's not going to drop down to below 24 degrees until 3 o'clock in the morning.
So it's going to be a lovely night. We're also going to have to run a decoy light because there's so many bugs.
Yeah,
just
they're all starting to come in. So we're going to have to get these lights turned off ASAP because that's attracting them in. So we'll quickly talk to you guys. Our intention was to wrap up our thoughts on Kakadu.
What do we think?
I thought Kakadu was pretty good. I can understand why you might say that it's overrated.
Oh, Kaka-DON'T, as we've been
Yeah,
told.
and there are a few things. Obviously, distances. We've done 700 kilometres, and we have not done a lot of the things that you can do. Some of the waterfalls that you can go out to 100 kilometres down a dirt road and then back. So if you go and do everything, you're probably looking at knocking up like 1,500 kilometres.
Yeah, I think that's the one downer, and then you've got to find like the Goldilocks period, don't you?
Yeah.
Because we had friends that came early and only 2 things were open. We've come late, and a lot of things.
A lot of the falls, they're open, but they're not falling anymore. So we just couldn't justify driving 200 kilometres down a dirt road for a set of falls that aren't running.
Oh, and especially because you can't swim a lot of them at the bottom because there's crocodiles.
But what we have seen was cool.
Yeah.
Cahills Crossing, like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I could have stayed there all day if
It's
I
like-
wasn't getting bitten and sweating my butt off.
Yeah, well, we still sat. We went back 3 times. We really enjoyed going out
Yeah,
there
it
and
was
checking
really
out
cool.
the crocodiles and seeing them. It's like that place in America or Canada or wherever it is where they all sit on the platform and they watch the bears catching
Yeah, catching the, like,
trout out of the
and
river.
stuff, yeah.
Only here it's crocodiles catching mullet out of the river.
Yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And then the lookout was
Yeah,
amazing.
Ubirr's view is really cool, and Maguk, where we went today, that's a stunning waterhole. So,
Yeah.
like, it's got some good things,
The
but I
three
can
things
just
we did, we were impressed.
can appreciate why it is a little bit overrated.
Yeah.
I don't know why it has to be more expensive. It's annoying that they just say absolutely veto completely to drones.
Yeah. And then some
you're
stuff
actually
doesn't-
technically not allowed to have alcohol in here either, so
Yes,
don't tell
that's-
anyone we're having cheese and wine.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to have
Well,
any-
we're out now, so we
Oh,
can
yeah,
have
we
it.
are, yeah. But you're not
You know,
allowed to
there's,
have any
just, there's a
alcohol.
whole bunch of rules and things like that going on. And it's a huge distance to travel to. Glad we went out. Glad we saw what we saw.
Yeah, it's just a bit
If
of a
we come
disappointment
again-
compared to Litchfield. Like, I think we
Yeah.
were spoiled.
If we come again, we just need to time it within those 2 months of the year when
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
right, in its Goldilocks period.
Do we ever get it right, though, honestly?
No, we never get things right. Alright guys, with that, we're going to wrap up this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.
That's my line. See you on the next adventure, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you'd like to support our channel and pick yourself up some of the useful gear that we love and use, like our tire deflators, scan the QR code on the screen and you'll find our online store. Cheers guys, and we'll see you in the next video.